your dog might already be pulling away from you, not because they stopped loving you, but because of a few everyday habits owners repeat without realizing the damage they cause. The scary part? You might have done one today, so be honest. And at the end, count how many you've done to your dog. Number 1. The walk you never showed up for. Your dog waited for this all day. Every sound near the door, every jingle of keys, they were tracking it. And then you step outside and pull out your phone. What most people never realize is that walks aren't exercise to your dog. They're information. Every scent is a story. Who passed through, how long ago, whether they were calm or stressed. And your dog wants to experience that with you. When they look back mid-walk and find you scrolling, something registers. Not dramatically, just quietly. My person isn't here today either. Do that enough times and the walk changes. Not because the route got old, because the one they were sharing it with stopped showing up. The notifications will still be there in 20 minutes. This walk only happens once today. Number 2, the hug that feels like a threat. Every time this comes up, the comments split completely in half. And here's why it's complicated. Some dogs genuinely do learn to enjoy closeness. But here's what most owners never consider. Dogs don't hug each other. Physically, they can't. And in canine body language, the closest thing to arms wrapping around a body and restricting movement is what happens when one dog pins another in a fight. So when you pull your dog into a hug, a significant number of them experience it as physical restraint. Their body goes still. They lick their lips. They look away. These are stress signals, and owners miss them because they're busy enjoying the moment. Watch the whole body next time. If they melt into you and close their eyes, they're safe. If there's even slight stiffness, they're telling you something. Ignoring that message quietly teaches them their communication doesn't matter. Number 3, the voice that signals danger. Here's something that will rewire how you think about yelling at your dog forever. When your voice goes sharp and loud, your dog's brain doesn't register "stop that." It registers one word: danger. Their nervous system floods instantly. Heart rate spikes. The part of the brain responsible for learning shuts completely offline. So while you think you're correcting them, they're just trying to survive the next 30 seconds. And the worst part? It works. They stop. They slink away. You think the lesson landed? It didn't. What landed was fear. Do this enough times and something quietly shifts. They still follow you, still come when called. But the ease is gone. The tail sits lower. The eyes break contact faster. They're not your dog anymore. They're a dog who loves you and is slightly afraid of you at the same time. Number 4, the eye contact you never give them. Most owners think affection means treats and belly rubs. But researchers studying dog-human bonding discovered something that changes everything. When you and your dog make slow, relaxed eye contact, both your brains release oxytocin, the exact same bonding chemical that fires between a mother and her newborn. Your dog is literally trying to love you through their eyes. And most owners spend entire days never once looking back. They're in the same room, on the same couch, breathing the same air, and completely disconnected. Your dog isn't asking for much. They're not asking for a walk or a treat or a training session. They're asking you to look at them. Actually look. 10 seconds of real eye contact does something that an hour of distracted companionship never can. Number 5, never letting them sniff. You're on a walk and your dog stops dead at a patch of grass, nose down, completely locked in, and you tug the leash, keep moving. You've got somewhere to be. Here's what you just interrupted. Sniffing is how your dog reads the entire world. It activates the same part of their brain that humans use for deep focus, the kind that leaves you feeling calm and satisfied afterward. Studies show that dogs who are allowed to sniff freely on walks show measurably lower stress hormones than dogs who are kept moving. You didn't just cut the walk short. You shut down the one activity that genuinely settles their nervous system. A slower walk where they control the sniffing does more for your dog's mental health than 3 times the distance ever will. Number 6. The tone you use when you say their name. Your dog's name is supposed to mean something good is coming. That's the entire point of it. A sound that makes them turn toward you with their whole body, tail up, ready. But think about how many times a day you say their name attached to frustration, their name before a correction, their name in that tired, flat voice when they're doing something annoying, their name when you're about to make them do something they don't want to do. Over time, the name stops being a beacon. It becomes a warning. And you'll know it's happened when you call them and there's a half-second pause before they turn. A tiny hesitation where they're deciding whether coming toward you is safe. Their name should always predict something worth running toward. Number 7. The startle they can't control. A sleeping dog looks like the most peaceful thing in the world, right up until the moment they're not. The startle reflex in dogs, especially those who came from shelters, spent time as strays, or had limited human contact early in life, can be powerful enough to trigger a bite before they've even fully woken up. 1 second, they're deep asleep, the next, there's a hand on them, and their brain fires before they even know who touched them. Even without that history, dogs who get consistently startled awake begin sleeping lighter. They stop fully letting go. Rest becomes something they do with one part of their brain still on alert. Something that was supposed to be their safest time of day starts carrying a quiet tension. If they're asleep, let them come to you. Those few extra minutes cost you nothing. Number 8. Forcing them past their limit. Your friends are over. Your dog has made themselves as small as possible in the corner of the bedroom, and you think they just need a little encouragement. So you coax them out, guide them into a room full of loud strangers. Here's what that teaches them: that when they communicate fear, it gets completely ignored, that the signals they're sending don't work. So they stop using those signals first and move straight to the next level. A dog pushed past their limits enough times stops warning before they react. They bite without what looks like warning, but they were warning the entire time. You just weren't listening. Confidence isn't built by flooding a dog with what overwhelms them. It's built in small doses, on their timeline, when they feel like the choice is actually theirs. Number 9, rushing them through their bathroom breaks. You step outside, arms crossed, waiting. Your dog circles, sniffs, circles again, and you say, "Come on," in that voice. Here's what's happening. Going to the bathroom requires your dog to feel physically safe enough to be vulnerable. It's an instinct wired into them from thousands of years of survival. When you're standing over them, radiating impatience, their body reads that tension and holds back. The rush bathroom break that turns into 10 minutes of standing outside, frustrated, is almost always caused by the rushing itself. Relaxed owners have dogs who go quickly. Impatient owners wonder why their dog can never just go. Step back, look away, give them the 60 seconds of calm they need, and watch how fast everything changes. Number 10, never giving them a job to do. Dogs were not bred to lie on couches and watch you scroll through your phone. Every single breed alive today was created for a purpose: herding, tracking, guarding, retrieving. That drive didn't disappear when they moved indoors. It just has nowhere to go. And a dog with nowhere to put their energy doesn't go calm. They go sideways, chewing things they shouldn't, barking at nothing, pacing, following you from room to room with a restlessness you can feel but can't explain. It's not bad behavior. It's a working animal with nothing to work on. You don't need a farm. You need 10 minutes of nose work, a puzzle feeder, a training session where they have to think, give their brains something to solve, and watch an entirely different dog emerge. Number 11, the vet visits you make them face alone. You walk into the clinic. Your dog is already reading everything: the smells, the sounds, the energy of every animal who came through that door afraid. And then the vet tech takes the leash and you step back. You let them be taken into a back room without you. For your dog, that room is a place where strangers handled them, where needles appeared from nowhere, where nothing made sense. And the one person who was supposed to protect them simply wasn't there. Many vets now encourage owners to stay present during exams precisely because of what absence does to a dog's trust. Your dog doesn't understand medical procedures. They understand one thing: you were there or you weren't, and they remember which one it was. Number 12, leaving without saying goodbye. You grab your keys, slip on your shoes, and head for the door. No word to your dog, no moment of acknowledgement, just gone. And you tell yourself it's better this way, that saying goodbye makes the separation harder. But here's what your dog experiences without that ritual. One moment you're there, the next you vanish completely with no information about when or whether you're coming back. For a species that evolved reading human behavior for survival cues, that sudden disappearance without signal creates a specific kind of anxiety. A brief, calm goodbye, not dramatic, not emotional, just a quiet acknowledgement that you're leaving and you'll be back, gives them something to hold on to. It tells them this absence has a shape. It has an end. Number 13, the way you leave them alone with their fear. A thunderstorm rolls in. Fireworks start cracking outside. Your dog is shaking, panting, trying to press themselves behind the toilet or under the bed. And someone told you once that comforting a scared dog reinforces the fear, so you leave them to work through it alone. Here's what the actual research says. You cannot reinforce fear with comfort. Fear is not a behavior, it's a neurological state. What you can do is help regulate it. Your calm presence, your steady voice, your body next to theirs, these literally help bring their nervous system down. A dog who faces every storm alone doesn't get braver. They get more fragile, and they learn that the one time they need you most is exactly when you disappear. Number 14, the food you give them that slowly makes them feel terrible. You fill the bowl every day with the same thing you've always bought. They eat it. They don't complain. And you take that as a sign that everything is fine. But a dog eating food that doesn't serve their body doesn't refuse it. They can't. They eat it and then live with the consequences. The dull coat you attributed to season, the low energy you called laziness, the itching you assumed was allergies, the digestive issues you figured were just how they were. Food is information the body receives 365 days a year. What you put in that bowl isn't just a meal. It's a daily message to every system in their body about whether they're going to feel good or just get through the day. Number 15, letting other people treat them in ways you wouldn't allow. You'd never let someone grab your dog's face and squeeze it. You'd never let someone pick them up without warning or corner them or put their face right up against theirs in that aggressive way some people think is affection. But when a friend does it, you laugh nervously and let it go because you don't want to be difficult. Your dog watches that moment and learns something devastating, that you saw what happened and chose the other person. They learn that your protection has limits, that in the wrong situation, with the wrong person, you'll go quiet. And a dog who can't trust you to protect them in small moments will not believe you'll protect them in big ones. You are their only advocate in a world full of people who mean well and have no idea what they're doing. Number 16, the way you handle their aging body like it's still young. You reach down and scoop them up the way you always have. You toss the ball expecting them to sprint. You move them off the couch with the same physical ease as 5 years ago. But their hips ache now. Their joints stiffen. Overnight, getting up from cold floors takes effort they never used to need, and they don't tell you. They absorb it because they don't know how to do anything else. Dogs hide pain with a commitment that would break your heart if you knew how hard they were working at it. Learning the signs, the slight hesitation before jumping, the new preference for softer surfaces, the way they shift their weight, and adjusting how you handle them isn't optional when they get older. It's the most basic form of paying attention that love requires. Number 17. Training sessions that end in frustration. You're working on something new. Sit, stay, come, whatever it is, and they're not getting it. You repeat it, they still don't get it. Your voice gets tighter, your energy shifts. You do it one more time with that edge in your tone that you can't fully hide. And they shut down completely, not because they're stubborn, but because a dog cannot learn when the emotional temperature in the room has crossed a certain threshold. Training is not just skill building, it is relationship building done in 5-minute increments. The session that ends with you frustrated and them confused doesn't just fail to teach the command. It chips away at their willingness to try next time. Every session should end before it breaks. End on something they know. End on a win. Even a small one, especially a small one. Number 18, never just sitting with them. You feed them, you walk them, you train them, you take them to the vet, you do everything a responsible owner is supposed to do, and you do it efficiently, moving from one task to the next, always with somewhere to be afterward. But when did you last just sit with your dog and do nothing? Not scroll, not watch something, not multitask, just be in the same space with your full attention belonging to no one and nothing except the animal next to you. Dogs don't need grand gestures. They don't need expensive toys or perfect training or Instagram-worthy adventures. They need your presence, real presence, the kind that has no agenda and no end time. 10 minutes of that does more for your bond than a month of doing everything right, but never once just stopping, just being there, just them and you. Before you go, I want you to do something honest. Look back at this list and pick the one you're most guilty of, not the one you used to do, the one you still do. Drop the number in the comments right now. No judgment here. This is a safe space. You'd be surprised how many people are going to comment the exact same number as you. And if your dog could comment for you, we all know they'd pick a different one than you did.